BBC organized Your Voice event basically to answer the questions about the recent protest in Iran. Like people asked so many questions, such as what's happening in Iran, what is Trump saying about Iran protest, why did Iran protest start, is Starlink usable in Iran, will Trump get involved in Iran? So many questions came from different people at different ages, and experts try to respond. Overall discussions and the responses I will try to summarize. Obviously, the protest started with a cause of economic crisis, high inflations, unemployment, etc. Later on, that turned into a political move to change the regime. And certainly, we have seen the reaction from Trump administrations and Trump that if protesters are not protected, if the government of Iran is killing protesters, US will intervene militarily. And Trump also said that they are thinking strong options to intervene in Iran, which means military intervention. At the same time, Trump also said Iran is willing to discuss with the US on the current affairs and the protest. So this shows Trump has come down and toned down his military interventions to the dialogue. And this might give a kind of leverage and trade-off to discuss about the nuclear issues with the US, and how US can get benefits out of this crisis. US is seeing this crisis as an opportunity to negotiate their agenda with Iran. Now they are not talking about toppling the regime. Iran is a very complex country, has very diverse ethnic compositions. It's not easy. Suppose if we see the intervention from US into these domestic affairs, what might be the consequence? The panel members also talked about it. It's not that easy. US has a historical experience dealing with Iran back in 1980s, whereby they even couldn't recover their nationals. They had to pay a huge price back in 1980. So this is also in mind of US administrations, in particular Trump administration. Overall, Trump is unpredictable. Panelists also talked about Trump is unpredictable. He can make decisions at any point. At the same time, one of panel members reiterated the statements spoken by the foreign minister of Iran. He said, "We don't want war, but we are prepared more than any time before to retaliate." So this shows a clear message to US and also allies. If Iran is attacked by the US or Israel or allies, Iran has capability to retaliate. Of course, the region, they don't want another war, but still the situation is very complex. They also talked about if Iran is attacked by US, what might be the consequence? What could be the impact on Iraq? What could be the impact on Lebanon, Syria, and also the entire region? Still, Iran is a complex power in the region. This is also the reality. That is the reason overall panelists, they were not sure about, but they also talked about the capacity of Iran has been reduced significantly. They gave a number of examples that includes the fall of Assad regime and also reduced capacity of Hezbollah in Lebanon, and also the current situation in Gaza. The Hamas capacity has been reduced significantly. Yemen, like Houthis capacity have been reduced. So considering all those experts saying that this Iran is not the Iran was before, but Iran said they are more prepared than before. Even they referred the recent past war. They said we are stronger than the recent past war capacity now. We have to see, we have to wait. Even they also talked about the current statements from the Republic of Iran that the current protest is under control of the Republic of Iran. This is also another message that they have control. At the same time, they also talked about the killing of protesters and they piled up and they tried to show some images. Human rights groups are saying the killing of innocent people. Number of questions came in my mind. The first question is why US warning Iran? Iran is a separate sovereign country. They have political chaos, they have ethnic conflicts, they have political conflicts, they have economic issues, which is okay. And their people will decide their fate. And people, I believe people have capacity to achieve that. If we think from different perspective, why US showing interest, why Israel is getting excited, isn't not very simple equation. They want to destroy the ballistic missile program of Iran. They want to destroy capability of Iran. They don't want to see Iran as a threat to Israel. That is the bottom line. BBC-like media, they are highlighting in a way like what's happening in Iran, what's happening in Iran. But they never presented headline like that, what's happening in Gaza. I'm not saying what's happening in Iran is something good. What's happening in Iran definitely might be the failure of the Republic of Iran. They should have understood the perspective and pulse of their people, what they want. They could have negotiated what the people wanted long before getting into this situation. They failed to do that. But why America? Why Israel to get intervened is not something good. This is also a kind of threat to a sovereign nation. Iran should cautiously work on this. If they need to sacrifice for the greater interest of the people, the Republic of Iran should listen to its people without interference of America, Israel, or allies. And the Republic of Iran should not allow West to intervene into their domestic affairs. But I don't see any positive response from the Republic of Iran. I believe Iran, they have their capacity to resolve their own problem, and that should be the case of a sovereign nation. Thank you.